Hey, whippersnappers, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pixelmon Elements. Today we are starting the tournament phase, and I wanted to take a brief moment before we jump into our battle to kind of introduce and explain some things that are going to be taking part of this phase. So, first of all, right now on the screen you are seeing the bracket. And so this is the bracket that has been laid out. They randomly assigned each of us our opponents. It ended up that if you guys may have been able to guess from what I was saying in the last couple of episodes, but we did get paired up against the bug trainer Tyson, and as it stands, with no fighting type trainers in the tournament, bug is our one and only weakness. So not a great matchup for us, but I have faith that we can potentially handle it. Tyson has not put up all of his episodes yet. He's only up to like episode 3 in terms of uploading, so not really sure what we're going up against today, if I'm being honest. And we have a couple of other things we need to talk about as well. So we're going up against Tyson, bug types. I've got a strategy. I'm leading off with Drapion, which you guys will see here in a bit. I want to tell you guys a little bit of what my plans are now, because we'll probably be in a call with Tyson when we're doing the actual battle. And I don't want to reveal too much of what I'm thinking about doing at that point, because I don't want him to know. But I'm planning on leading with Drapion and Bisharp. I'm going to lead off with Drapion, and I'm going to be using those two. They don't have bug resistance, but the poison typing and steel typing, at least the poison typing and steel types resist bug, so that'll give these two at least neutral damage with bug types. So that's going to be good. But I know that Tyson's starter was a Larvesta, so assuming he was able to get that up to a Volcarona, that could potentially be very dangerous for us. Now, Volcarona does evolve, or Larvesta does evolve into Volcarona at a fairly high level, but I feel like he probably could have got it there without too much difficulty. So I'm going to assume we're going up against a Volcarona, which Bisharp will not be very good against, obviously. We do have Houndoom in the wings, and he can potentially fry a lot of the bug types we're going to be going up against today, but again, won't be able to do anything to the Volcarona. So we do have Crocodile. He is level 70, and he has a Choice Scarf and Stone Edge, so I'm hoping that we can get lucky and land Stone Edge before that Volcarona does too much to us. So a lot of things riding on this battle. As you guys saw with the bracket there, we are doing single elimination, which means we only have one shot at the championship here. So if we lose to Tyson, what will happen is we'll be dumped into the losers bracket, and then we'll continue to fight through the losers bracket, but we won't have any claim on the championship at that point. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. A couple of things. Not much has changed. Well, not a ton has changed since the end of last episode. I told you guys I had a bunch of rare candies and things that I wanted to apply after last episode, just because I wanted things to be a bit of a mystery when we came in here, since all of my episodes are up to date, so I knew my opponent would be able to see exactly what I had going on. But they ended up... how do I want to explain this? There was a bit of a, not a scandal, but a bit of just like a little bit of, sorry, my throat's still bothering me a bit. I don't even know what I want to call it. Uproar? It seems a bit too extreme. The sponsors of the event got it all up in a huff, because a lot of people were, because of how much money they were offering for certain drops. Like, I sold my Sharp Beak or something that I had picked up for like almost $10,000. Like, they made some of the stuff worth a lot of money, and rare candies were only worth like $11,000 in the shop. So people were able to buy a lot of rare candies. I was legitimately able to buy 3 stacks of rare candies, and some people like Jay, he bought like almost 6 stacks. Like, people were able to buy a lot of rare candies. And I guess they didn't anticipate that. Generally on Pixelmon Island type events, rare candies are not available in shops, and I'm assuming that this is probably why, because all of a sudden they see, okay, well, people have bought, you know, tons and tons of rare candies, and so now you've got people coming in with level 100s and all this other stuff that were not previously anticipated by the event owners, and so they seem to think that there was some issue somebody had tampered with the shop and things like that, but I honestly don't think that's the case. They were never able to present any evidence of any tampering or anything like that. I think it just kind of got away with them with all the prices they were putting on everything, that people were going to be able to buy a ton of rare candies. I had leveled my team up to level 80. Everybody on the team was 80, and I even had like a rare candy left over that I just was not going to use. I just was like, you know what, 80 is a good place. I'd actually gotten everybody up to 70 and was going to call it good there, but then all of a sudden in chat, everybody's talking about, oh, well, I've got level 100s, or I'm going to buy a ton of candies to get to level 100, da, 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 da. And I was like, well, I mean, if I'm using candies, I might as well do it. So I had, I think at that point I'd saved about a half stack of candies left, and I had enough money from drops and stuff to buy another 30, so I had about a full stack, and so I added another 10 levels to everybody to get everybody to 80. And then like everything came down, and they got all upset that everybody was buying rare candies, and it wasn't just us, it was most of the people on the server who had done it. And so you know, they were saying it was nullifying the whole point of the training period, and in the end it's essentially their fault for having candies available and it's for such a cheap price. I honestly don't believe that there was any misdoing or anything on anybody's part on the server. I don't think anybody would have done that, and they weren't able to give us any specific evidence that had happened. They were just like, there's way too many candies on the field, what is happening? So I think it was just their fault for having it available in the first place. I think, you know, because I was legitimately able to buy, you know, 3 full stacks. Jay was able to buy a ton. I mean, and that's just the people that I, you know, am personally intimately aware of. There's lots of other people who they made so in the end they made everybody get on and revert their levels back to what they were at the end of episode 12. So most people had done their leveling off camera like I did. That was their intention, to kind of you know, have things change so that, you know, even though all of our training was on camera, things would be you know, a bit of a surprise, at least, I guess. So they made everybody get on. We had to tell them our old levels, and then they reverted our levels back to what they were at the end of episode 12. And then they gave us 10, I think was the number, I don't really remember at the moment, 10 rare candies, I guess, to use then. If we had bought a bunch and they had to revert us, they would give us at least 10 to allocate as we saw fit. So that's where our team stands presently. I decided I was going to spread them out, but I realized that would be kind of worthless, so I dumped a lot of them into Crocodile to get him up to 7, and then I spread some of them out. Like, I got Sableye was like 53 or something, I think Bisharp was 53, so I dumped a couple of them into those guys, and things like that. So that's what we've done. I think I did end up getting another rare candy from a timed loot or something, so maybe I ended up using 11, because I did get a timed loot one. So anyway, levels are not as high as we expected. I expected, and I would have led you guys to believe at the end of the last episode, I did use my TMs, and thankfully, you know, things like level up moves. So, you know, because I think like some of these guys learned some moves, and I don't know if Bisharp was one of them, but some of the guys learned up moves as I leveled them up, and them removing levels and reverting us back to levels did not affect the level up moves, which it shouldn't have, because realistically there was no rule in place saying you couldn't use rare candies. People even asked in chat, hey, can I use these rare candies? And the creators or the sponsors were like, yeah, they're in the shop, go for it. And so, I mean, there was no wrongdoing there. People just were able to buy way more than the mod creators expected, or not the mod creators. This has nothing to do with mod creators. The sponsors of the event, Pixel and Brandon, and they're good guys. I think the rare candy thing in the shop just got away from them, and it didn't realize it until too late what kind of effect that was going to have on the event. And so we're done talking about it. I just wanted to bring that up because they, you know, it affected what I told you guys was going to be happening. I had shown those to you guys previously, and everyone was like, yeah, for sure, use them, go for it, blah, blah, blah. You guys were okay with it. I checked with the event people. One of the sponsors even commented on one of my videos, didn't say anything about it. They're like, yeah, great. And so I just wanted to clarify that. You may hear talk about that in other people's videos and things like that. So for my viewers, I wanted to clarify that's what happened. And I don't think there's a whole lot of hard feelings from anybody. I think it's kind of unnecessary because I think a lot of people, from the sounds of it, most people had done it. And for me, the way I justified it was like, because originally I wasn't going to, but the way I justified it was, so many of these people got free legendaries and things like that. Pixel's got a level 70 Articuno and things like that, and those weren't things that, like the normal type trainer or myself or some of these other people even had a potential access to. So that's a free, I don't know, advantage there that wasn't available to everybody, which I feel like things should have been more even. Sure, you can spawn a legendary in, but it's still going to be level 30 like everything else in those catching areas or whatever. Anyway, again, we're done talking about it. No hard feelings on my part. I just wanted to explain that. And I think that these guys have learned, buying rare candies is not going to be an option in their future events because, yeah, it was a mess. And I think we've got it figured out now. The few tournament battles that have been done already, which there was only like 2 or 3 of them, I think have they retracted and then went back, I think all with the same result, so it didn't end up making much of a difference at all. But yeah, so there we go, guys. Our team is set. We've got some good stuff. Let's take a quick look at our moves here. So I've got Toxic Spikes, Rock Slide, Cross Poison, and Aerial Ace on Drapion. I've got Aerial Ace to combat because Drapion is also my fighting counter, one of my fighting counters, because Poison makes fighting, again, neutral damage. So I've got Aerial Ace there. I've got Cross Poison because of the stab. Rock Slide to take on Flyers and some of those other guys. And then I've got Toxic Spikes. So I'm going to throw those down. I'm pretty sure that entry hazards work in Pixelmon now. So I'm going to throw down the Toxic Spikes and hope that that works out very nicely for us. So that's Drapion. Bisharp, again, you guys saw him a minute ago, but Iron Head, Night Slash, X Scissor, and Grass Knot. I did end up throwing Grass Knot on here. His stats, obviously, he doesn't have good special attack by any means. It used to be better because he was level 80, but he does not have good special attack. But I really had 0 other counters to Water-type Pokemon, which Jay's out of the tournament, and it looks like, based on the bracket, we wouldn't be facing off against Jay until the final anyway, so that doesn't really matter. The occasional water type will have secondary typings that we can potentially go up against, but I wasn't sure what was going to happen with that. And this will also potentially help us with rock and ground type Pokemon. So I threw Grass Knot there, and then we've got X Scissor, Night Slash, and Iron Head. These two obviously stab. This one will help us take on Psychics and Grass types. And so there's Bisharp. Houndoom. Nasty Plot I threw up so he can boost his special attack. His special attack stats pretty decent as is. He's pretty even with those 2 stats. Excuse me. So then we have Flamethrower, Crunch. I did throw Sludge Bomb on here. I just didn't have anything else. He had Fire Blast, but I was having real issues with the accuracy on that, and I really didn't want to lose a turn with Houndoom because of accuracy, so I threw Sludge Bomb essentially because it was the only other TM that I had access to that he could learn. And it's got a decent chance to poison. I think it's a 30% chance to poison or something. So again, if I don't throw down spikes at the Toxic Spikes, potentially that's something we can take advantage of. Sableye is pretty much the same. Will-O-Wisp, Confuse Ray, Fake Out, and Zen Headbutt. Again, for fighting counter, even though fighting isn't in the mod, or in the, not the mod, the tournament, there's no fighting type trainer, there's still a fair number of fighting types that could potentially be out there. And so, like, I know, well, Real's out of the tournament too, but I know he had, the 2 fire starters, Emboar and Infernape, so that could have been potentially bad. And there's possibility that we'll see other fighting types later as well as I guess if we go up against the poison type trainer, there's different coverages that we can get from this. So that's Sableye. Crocodile is kind of my powerhouse here. He's got Earthquake, Stone Edge, Crunch, and Outrage. I think this is pretty much the set I was running on my Decimon Crocodile, and I do have the Choice Scarf on him, so I'm hoping that Volcarona comes out. I can quick one-shot Volcarona with a Stone Edge and be done with it. So that's Crocodile. And then moves. And then Crawdon is the last guy here. He's still got Brick Break, Crunch, Crab Hammer, and I threw Ice Beam on him. Obviously his special attack's not great. He even has a lowered special attack nature. Not fantastic, but I didn't have ice coverage on anybody else, and I don't have electric, so again, kind of for fighting, or not for fighting, for flying, and some of those other guys. I threw Ice Beam on Crawdon. Again, I didn't have a whole lot of access to TMs that these guys could use otherwise, so it seemed to work out the best. But yeah, so that's the team. I don't know how quick or short this battle's going to be. I know I watched Jay's battle already, and I won't spoil that for you guys, but he was the Water-type trainer matched up against the Electric-type trainer, as you guys saw on, well, yeah, I'm not sure what bracket I'm going to show you guys yet, but I'll probably be one that shows the typing so you guys can see. But he was the Water-type trainer matched up against the Electric-type trainer, and the battle was quick. So take that as you would like. I'll link, well, links to everybody's channels is always in the description here, so make sure to go check out those to see the rest of the tournaments. I'm going to try and get, see if I can spectate some of the other first round tournaments, but everybody's kind of doing this on their own. I'm going to connect with Tyson here soon to get him on so we can knock out our battle. Yeah, so I might include some other battles after mine that I've been able to spectate, but probably not, just because some of them have happened. People aren't really giving a lot of heads up. People are just kind of are kind of getting together with their opponent and getting their battles knocked out. So there's only, well, I guess there's 4 other first round battles that still need to happen. But yeah, so I'm going to call it here for a moment. I'm going to get in touch with Tyson. We're going to get in a call, and we're going to do our battle. And yeah, so I think I've laid out everything I wanted to. You guys got to see the team. I explained why the team is not better prepared. I still think we'll probably be okay. Again, I don't know what Tyson's team really looks like. We may be able to sweep him very easily. I just don't know. So we're going to lead with Drapion, throw up the Toxic Spikes. Again, I probably won't be doing a lot of revealing commentary. I may be talking to Tyson mostly during the battle just because I don't want to reveal, because these battles are actually important. I'd like to make it to at least the second round, but we'll see. We'll see. So, alrighty guys, I'll bring you back when we are ready to do our battle. Alrighty guys, be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. We are here with Tyson, and Brandon is in the audience. And we are going to be starting off today. Tyson's internet connection is pretty bad. I can. So he's able to get on and battle us, but doesn't have a good enough connection to do a Skype call. So we're not going to be able to chat with him today, but that'll leave us open to kind of going through the strategy as we sit there. Hopefully he can hit him there. He doesn't seem to be running towards me. It's so hard to see what's going on over there. Oh gosh, this arena is so big. It looks like they're right on top of each other. Maybe we need to move in. Alright, so Tyson is, as I said in the intro, he is the not the ghost trainer, the bug trainer. So let's see, I want to set up the spikes. Drapion is he doesn't, well, the poison typing resists the bug type, as we said before, and so we're going to be he resists it, so it's a neutral damage to Drapion. Although that Electro Web seemed to do pretty decent. Let's go for a Rock Slide on the... Ouch. Oh, Ginger's here! Get off the field! Alright, okay, so Interwebs is still alive. Let's go for another Rock Slide here. That works. Yeah, so some people could jump it on. That's kind of fun. Glad other people can. I was hoping I could get in here and see a couple of other first rounds. I may still try and get another one recorded for this, but we'll see what happens. The Hermit. Okay, so he's got nicknames going on. I don't really know who that is. Let me give me 1 second as we spin around here so I can see what I'm looking at. I'm guessing, yeah, Crustle. Alright, so I'm going to... How did Drapion get healed up? I have no idea how that happened. Okay, let's bring Crawdont in. Ouch. Well, that actually didn't do much. Okay, let's go for the Crab Hammer here. Unfortunately, Tyson did have a lot of technical issues, partially connected, or I think mainly connected to his bad internet connection. He had a lot of lag and things like that. I'm guessing Bug Raptor is Scizor? I don't know. I can't see what it is, but we're gonna go for Crab Hammer and see. Ouch! We missed. Oh no, we hit. Go for the Crab Hammer here. Oh, we lived that. That's shocking. I thought for sure we would die there. I've got no... Maybe this is his Drapion now? No? Okay, so here comes Scizor. Scizor's in now level 41. Let's just go for the Crab Hammer here. Ooh, and he got us. Alright, so with Scizor, let's see... I guess best bet would be Houndoom. So let's do that, and let's give him... Houndoom's got Life Orb. Let's set up the nasty plot. Drapion, get off the field! I don't know what... He's glitching out a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't affect things. But yeah, so Tyson had a lot of technical issues, and we're seeing that again here with him not having a good enough connection to a call. I think he had a lot of lag, and it was really frustrating for him. He really didn't get to use his 4 hours as effectively as he would have liked. So he was a little reticent to even want to get on and do it, which I can understand. I mean, if you spent 4 hours frustratingly dealing with incredible lag, and then your team... ouch. Okay, let's go for the flamethrower. Oof. Ouch. We did survive that, though, which is kind of surprising. And even with the Life Orb damage, we lived that. So, whew, potential. Ooh, the Volcarona's in. Okay. Let's go for the Sludge Bomb. See if that'll be good enough. This is his highest level one, I think. Okay, so I went down to Life Orb. I was going to say, really? I killed it with 1 hit? That's kind of surprising. Let's go... let's see, what do I have? No, I don't think that'll do us any good. Drapion won't do us any good. Let's try Sableye. We haven't seen Sableye out here yet. Let's see if we can get the Will-O-Wisp. Oh, wait, but it's Fire type. Is Will-O-Wisp going to work? Oh, crap. Sableye went down. Alright, so... Let's bring in Drapion. Let's go for the Rock Slide. Let's see what... Oof. Alright, we gotta bring in Crocodile. Let's go for the Stone Edge here. Crocodile's kind of our last hope. Come on, Crocodile. Kill this thing. Kill this thing. Ooh, I guess trainer leveling is on, too? Oh, we survived. But it missed. Okay, come on, Crocodile. Come on! Ooh, crap. This thing is really fast, which is scary. I think I have Focus Sash on Bisharp, though, so I should be able to survive a hit. Yikes! I did not think Crocodile would have trouble with the Volcarona. I was almost kind of just, like, wanting to try other things before I brought him in and just killed it. Okay, Bisharp killed. Okay, so we've got Bug, Poison here. Let's go for the Iron Head. I don't remember. I don't remember what is okay. That was a good battle. He was all worried that with his lower level guys he wasn't going to do good, but he managed to take me out. That was I was worried. Well, very cool. So we went up against our only weakness in the tournament. It actually did end up being close, especially with that Quiver Dance Volcarona. I figured with Choice Scarf, Crocodile could come in and one-shot the thing with the Stone Edge. That should have been 4 times effective. I am surprised that didn't do better. But hey, we managed to pull it off. Bisharp did good work for us there at the end. Alrighty guys, well, very cool. So we went up against Tyson and his bug types, barely made it through, even with a bit of a level advantage, and that brings us into the second round, which is super cool. So here's the bracket, and make sure you guys go check out other people's battles. A lot of those are online already. We're a little late to the game here because Tyson was having internet connection problems, so we really didn't have a lot of time earlier in the week when everybody else was doing them. It was supposed to start last weekend, and I wanted to have it out last week on the Wednesday time slot, but it did not happen. So it's coming out this week, which works out just fine. But yeah, so check out the other people's perspectives. Next episode, we will come back when we have the round 2 battle done, and I may tack on some other battles at the end of this if I get a chance to get on for them. I don't know that it's going to happen. How did Bisharp do away with Volcarona? Priority move, I suspect. You were poisoned? Honestly, not sure. Would have to look at the footage. Because Bisharp didn't even take damage from the Volcarona, and I used Night Slash? And he was... honestly, I don't know, because I didn't have any priority on Bisharp, and I honestly don't know. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If there are any extra battles that I'm able to watch, I'm hoping to be able to watch our next opponents, Pixel Dip and Naxier. They're going to be doing their battle sometime this weekend, so I'm hoping that maybe I can get on and spectate that one. But I'm going to be really busy this weekend, so that might not happen. So chances are there's nothing coming up after this, but if there is, I hope you guys enjoy it. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time when we've got our round 2 battle, and again, I'll try and get some other, yeah, I honestly have no idea how Bisharp won that battle, because Volcarona was outspeeding everything, and his speed's terrible. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure to do those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, and I will see you guys next time on Pixelmon Elements Round 2 of the tournament. Yeah, hope you guys have a good one. Alrighty, bye-bye.